this computer. Hi, good morning, everybody. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Awesome. So we're here to talk about college access, community college, as well as universities, Cal State Long Beach, UC system here throughout California, and why it's important for our community, our Cambodian community, Black and Brown community to attend college, and what it means to be able to go to college and like all the benefits that comes with it. Okay. So why don't we go around and do a quick introduction? I can go first and then I'll pass it on to the next person, okay? Hi, everyone. My name is Sayon Cyprasuth. I'm a program manager here at United Cambodian Community. And next thing is I will pass it on to Jamie.
Thank you, Sayan. Hello, everyone. My name is Jamie. I am a program coordinator here at UCC for the Youth Workforce Development Program. And I will pass it on to Ronnie.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ronnie. I work with the Living Arts program at the UCC. Happy to be here, and I pass it on to Art.
Hey, thank you, Ronnie. Good morning, everyone. My name is Art Medina. I hail from the grounds of Cal State Long Beach, and I'm happy to be here. And I asked Seon to, hey, can I come and just hang out? So that's why I'm here.
Let's see. Let's go to Savannah next.
Good morning. My name is Savannah Martinez, and I'm an art intern at UCC.
Okay, and then Jean.
Hello, my name is Jean, and I was in the Living with Arts program last year, and I go to Renaissance High School.
And what grade are you in, Jean?
I'm a senior. I'm in 12th grade now.
Awesome, yay. Okay, great. Yeah, we have a few youth here, and also part of our program is to encourage how art impacts people's lives in a positive way, as well as encouraging students to go to college from there if that's the right thing for them to do, and then what the options are. So let's go with the question just for all of us here. How many of you have thought about college or know somebody that's in your home that went through college and just and is that something that you wanted to do? That's like a lot of question, huh?
I can share, Sayan.
Okay.
So with my family, my parents were really big on getting us an education, like higher education. So I'm the youngest of my family. So both of my older sisters went to college. And then me, myself, like seeing their route, I decided to follow the same pathway and also attend college. So I did the route where straight from high school, I went into UC Irvine. But education has been something that was really pushed in my family. So we like starting basically, I want to say maybe middle school, high school, like the word college was always thrown out every now and then, just like hint, hint, you got to work towards this goal. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you glad that you went to college then, Jamie?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think it was a really great like growing experience, and not just like academically, but it was also a way for me to grow, to be like an independent person and see what my interests are, and be able to kind of expand my social circle. So it was a growing experience in like almost every aspect of life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Great. Anyone else want to share? If you, Jean, if you thought about going to college, or if you have siblings or friends that have gone before you?
Well, both my parents went to college, and my dad's currently back in college. So, um, and my grandpa was a professor. So, yeah, I've been thinking about going to college, and I probably will go to college. Which one I do not know, but yeah. And I have a lot of friends who graduated last year who are currently going to LBCC.
Yay, go Vikings. That's where I went to for a long time. Long Beach City College, because it's such a local community college here, as well as Cal State Long Beach from there. But the benefits of Long Beach City College is that there's two locations, right? There's one on Pacific Coast campus, as well as on the Carson campus, the liberal arts location. So yeah, it's convenience for folks that live in, because Long Beach is such a big city.
I went to Cal State. I went to Long Beach City College too after high school, and it was a great experience to see the building expansion. Is just so remarkable, and it looks very nice, and I can always remember. It's like I used to like walk on those grass when that building was there. So it brings back a lot of memories, but also, the buildings are so beautiful. So what the advantage Gene has over what me and Ceylon has is, aren't they paying for 2 years of college? Aren't they paying for 2 years of college?
Through,
And if they graduated from a Long Beach high school, so it's like, wow, that was not offered for us, and jump on that opportunity to excel, free money or free college.
that's right. That's through the college promise. So go straight from high school, and you get 2 years free. We're gonna put some links through the bottom of this chat for this video, so then that way people can find more detail on it. Thanks for mentioning that, Art.
Cool.
Yay. Anyone else? Ronnie, Savannah, Savannah, you're in college right now. So how is your experience going? Because you're in Santa Monica.
Well, my experience so far is last year was my first year being at SMC, and it was kind of hard to adjust since everything is online. But overall, my experience has been positive because SMC has welcomed its students with open arms and like telling them about resources or programs that they can join so that students can save their money, or how they can earn money so that they can pay for their books and things like that. So it's been a great experience so far, even though I haven't been on campus yet.
So SMC stands for Santa Monica Community College?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, awesome.
Savannah, I'm sorry, Ciel,
That's
but
okay.
Savannah, when you get a chance to, you got a pen and paper?
Hold on.
When you get a chance to be on campus, it's not a challenge, it's a hope. But I hope you visit your Vice President of Student Affairs office. His name is Mike Tuitasi. And Mike Tuitasi.
If you could type that in the chat,
Okay.
I greatly appreciate it.
He's the Vice President for Student Affairs. And just tell him Art Medina says hi, because he's a good friend of mine. And you got direct connection to the VP. So he could open many doors for Art or for your education. So I'm happy I met you. You now know the VP of Student Affairs at Santa Monica College. He's a good friend of mine.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I will.
Yay, there you go. See, that's another thing too, going to college, besides the friends you're gonna make, but definitely all these networks of people that you're gonna be able to meet, your professors, and then they connect you to different internships, as well as volunteer program. Many of the program through the nonprofits throughout Long Beach, and especially partnering with Cal State Long Beach and Long Beach City College, is that there's like a paid internship partnering with nonprofits in the city. So many students that go through there are paid for the semester, and then some of them even get employed through that nonprofit. So great resource.
I was actually one of those students. When I was at City, I was part of I think it's called Creative Long Beach, and it's how I kind of entered into the like professional art world. So definitely what Seon says about the networking, it you know, apart from friendships, you build like professional relationships that will help you later on in life.
Oh, awesome, Ronnie. I didn't know you went through that.
Yep.
Very good. Yeah, that was another arts internship that the Arts Council here in Long Beach did. And it was connecting art students, people interested in various fields in the arts, and then they connect them into a nonprofit such as the Long Beach Art Museum, Arts Council of Long Beach themselves, the
Playhouse,
mhm.
but yeah, they provide interns for all of those organizations.
Yeah, all the arts organizations, and then some of them just get hired on from there. Great. Thank you for sharing that. I just want to share a quick slide here real quick, just the part of this program about attending college. So we have been promoting this as well in our social media, that I can go to college. I love how positive the images are and how diverse these flyers are too, that represents our community as well. And this is also, of course, put on by the California community colleges out there to encourage enrollment, because because a lot of people did lose their jobs during the pandemic, and many people had to go back and retrain to get new skills. Right, community colleges are a great place for that, where you go and you learn a trade. You get a certificate in like perhaps welding. You can even become a nurse. If I was to go back and do anything again, I would probably go into nursing, which is a little bit scary but it was just something I wanted to do, and I just thought it was so challenging. Part of it was working with patients and people and helping lives, but yeah, the only thing I didn't understand was the needle thing, the needle and blood. So
I would think that no, I know for a fact that if I was to go back and do it all over again, I would probably be in a trade. Because after learning what I know now, and not that young student that's adventurous, I found passion in doing like labor work with what I'm doing aside from working at Cal State Long Beach. And that a lot of trades are labor intensive, but it's not even, oh, I have to do this laborious work. It's a passion to do what I'm doing that requires all this labor. So I would have finally I would have probably done an automotive trade at Long Beach City, because those mechanics make a lot of money. And what's advantageous about being a mechanic? It's just like being a nurse. They can go from state to state to state, and they would find a job because cars are breaking down.
that's right.
But yeah, it's and in the long run, it's not how much money you make, it's how much money you keep. That's what I can, so don't think that having a 4-year degree will get you all the wishes in your world granted. It's like, no. And again, Long Beach, California community colleges are great for providing those classes that lead you to a different, that they just have a lot more different options and ways to explore. So that's what's great about the California community colleges.
Yeah, and it's also a very flexible schedule, right? It does day classes, night classes, and I know when I was going there, I was working, I don't know, I think I must have been working like 10 jobs and then going to school too. So I was working part-time here and there, and then I would just put the classes in between my work schedule, even though I was just kind of like, you know, my head was everywhere. But the flexibility was important for people that are like, you know, if they're parents or they have kids. Oh shoot, hang on, I got a thing going in the kitchen. You guys keep talking about how
Looks like he could have gone to firework, like a fire department trade.
Something was overwarming.
Yeah, he could have taken some culinary classes.
Culinary is a different kind of art.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
Oh,
Have you been to the bistro at the community college, the one that they just made?
the bistro.
Yeah, LBCC.
I have not. I have not been there. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I had a pot going and it dried. I always set the alarm off in my house because I'm multitasking. So, all right. Just to get back to the topic here, with the community colleges, you know, they have amazing flexible schedules, a variety of topics and training programs, but I just love like the how flexible it is, you know, day and night classes, and then everyone there is so helpful. Whether you need like tutoring, they have the tutoring classes, as well as math labs and things like that to make sure people are successful. So let's go into the next question about perhaps, let's see, what about financial aid for some of you that are going to college or attended college? What were some of the ways that you did that to get yourself through?
Well, there is the resource of FAFSA. So FAFSA is a really great tool of getting financial aid. I can't remember, it's been a really long time since I applied for FAFSA, so I can't remember the exact process of it. But I know that you can get like loans from there. You can get, if you're low income, you can get grants. It'll help definitely cover the cost of college. There are options of like applying for scholarships too. I've only done it once, but I applied for a scholarship like way back in middle school. So they have different scholarship opportunities. So be on the lookout for those for like to help also fund your college degree. But yeah, overall, I think FAFSA is probably one of the most important tools to look into when it comes to applying for college, because it'll really help kind of offset that cost of college, because it can get pretty expensive.
Thanks, Jamie. Yeah, there's grants and loans out there, but there's also the college promise that we mentioned earlier. It's to cover your tuition for 2 years here, at least in Long Beach. And for me, when I was going to school, I was working, as I mentioned, and then that's a way to offset some of the costs, because the reality is, you know, you can come out of college, even with the community college, if you're not careful, especially for, you know, low income families, it could really be a lot, right? And then it could be a challenging once you get out, and then now you don't want to be able to get stuck with those debt too much. So for me, I was working to go to college, and then just trying to offset the loan as much as I could. Anyone else want to share on this? Oh, Savannah, yes.
Something that I found very helpful besides FAFSA, of course, was also, joining programs. Like, for example, at SMC, there's a program called the Adelante program, and they also have a Hispanic club. So through that, if they see that you're interested and, that you attend meetings and you do the requirements, then they open gates for you, like such as scholarships and book grants so that you can get your books covered. So I think something that's important to keep in mind is to really be outgoing and be open to talking to new people. So, because you never know if those people have connections so that they can help you as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really to be successful, that leads to how to be a successful student in college, right, Savannah? What you're talking about, because a lot of times there's a support, like a club support, whether there's an LGBTQ community support club in many colleges out there, as well as either Latino club. I know Cal State Long Beach and Long Beach City College, they have the Cambodian Student Association or a club too. Definitely take advantage of those, seek them out, because definitely you'll have friends and you'll have people that to direct you to resources, what you need, because a lot of times it can be scary to go to college, especially, people that may not have family members or parents that have gone to college, right? Art, do you want to talk a little bit about that? Because I know you work with many students as well that perhaps don't have family members that have gone through college before them, and then like a first-time student.
Yeah, so first generation college students, it's not new. they have the passion to go to college, but do not know how to navigate because their parents did not attend or receive a bachelor's degree minimally. So there's so many resources out there and organizations to help that first generation college student. And again, at the California Community College, there's a program called EOP&S that provides services and access to education through state funding or district funding, or but there's funding there. And what EOP provides is not only services like the free tutoring, bus passes, book grants. They provide like one-on-one counseling or group counseling to help that student figure out that pathway academically, like what classes you need to take semester by semester, per each semester that you're there. So you have this academic plan to follow, where students are looking at the brochure, not having a clue of what classes to take. And that could be lethal, right? Because you're wasting your money if you're taking the wrong classes. You may get a 4.0 GPA, but if those classes don't help you transfer or toward your end goal of whatever that may be, it's a disservice that you're doing to yourself. But more than anything, students, first generation students need to find that support system mentally and physically to prepare their mind, body, and soul to get this education, right? And there's programs out there for first generation students specifically at the community college to help them succeed. So I know about EOP&S at the community college. Savannah mentioned that Adelante program, which I've heard of too. So yeah, there's just so much programs, and students just need to come through the directory of services at their community college to seek these programs out.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Art. I just want to go back quickly to the financial aid as well. I know there's a lot of resources out there, and then many of the community that may not realize that could get like, it could be a little area to navigate, right? So there's, besides the FAFSA, there's also undocumented dreams, the Dream Acts for undocumented students. And what I'm going to be doing here, once this video is posted, so the link is going to be at the bottom for these resources, in addition to the College Promise information. And then there's also the link for, like, people that have college education, they tend to make a little bit more money than the people that didn't. So whether that college education is through like a technical training, because as Art mentioned, some of these jobs out there, as long as you can build and make things with your hands, such as being a plane mechanic, a car mechanic, industry, you can find jobs anywhere, and those folks tend to make pretty good salary. So yeah, so let's see. I also, for me, I went to Long Beach City College, and then went to Cal State Long Beach here in Long Beach, and then I continue on from there because college was a dream that I wanted to do, and it was such an obstacle because I know, coming from a refugee family, it could be such a huge goal that you want to do, especially when your parents and family members and the resources that was not available to me is available today. There's multi-languages out there that can help with Spanish, Khmer, and we mentioned the clubs as well. Anyone else want to talk about or want to add into, like, perhaps besides like a first-time college student, as well as but from your own personal experience as a either a woman or a community, a person of color that is going to college, and or what you've seen?
I can add to that. So for me, I came from a neighborhood where, like, I was always one of the only Cambodian students, like in my middle school and my high school. So going into college, I almost got culture shock in a way, where I was exposed to like such a diverse group of people, and I even found the Cambodian club on campus. So for me, it kind of opened an opportunity for me to connect with like my culture at the university, which is something that was hard for me to do like at home when like I had my family, but it wasn't the same as being able to experience culture by being involved in a club that kind of showed or that focused on Cambodian culture. So it was cool that college kind of gave that opportunity for me to connect and network with different like diverse groups, and like being able to stay in tune with my own culture in that sense. So like the Khmer Club on campus ended up being something I was heavily involved with, and has like, I think my experiences from it has really shaped like my kind of like my future career path, because now I'm here at UCC. So like with college, it was like I went into it kind of not really know what to expect. It was kind of like there's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of like you just didn't know what to expect too much from it. But then over time, as you experience things, you go to different classes, you join different clubs, you kind of be able to develop and grow a sense of like what you enjoy, what your interests are, what your passions are at. And then being able to connect to the people that you meet there as well. So definitely a lot of growth that comes like through the experience in college.
Yeah, when I was going there at Long Beach City College, I had to make so many appointments to go see my counselor. I just wanted to know, like, I was making the right choices and taking the right class. And then I was just going there for so long. He said like years, for 4 or 5 years, because I just couldn't decide what I wanted to study. And I kept changing my my AA degree plan, as well as like, what do I want to be when I grow up, and that's a tough choice. And community colleges it's a great place to explore that. If you're just trying things out, whether going into nursing, becoming a mechanic, see if go into those classes and see if you like some of the things that you're going to be doing, because you're going to be hopefully having this job for a very long time. But then you can also switch career, and that's another great place for community colleges for that. All right, so do you all have any other questions or want to add for the public? Just something that, hey, did you know this, or maybe a piece of advice out there that you want to put out? No, okay. All right, great. I just want to thank you all for being here. I know I put in the chat the website for icangotocollege.com, and that's partly what we're promoting here as well. And then that's also on our social media, as well as Cal State Long Beach. Of course, it's just our neighbor next door. And I know we've been working with Art Medina closely. And we've had some speakers in the past from Long Beach City College that come on. But definitely a lot of the information for the FAFSA is going to be in the chat at the bottom. So for folks that want to apply, I believe, has Cal State Long Beach started yet right now? Art, they have, huh?
Second day today.
Oh, second day. Okay. All right, great. And hopefully, I'm sure either Long Beach City College is probably just starting, or we'll get going soon. But I want to thank you all for being here, and you all have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.